You see Aster, they're thinking. I mean, it's really just you're at this best of one, as we like to say. This elimination game 3.
Increasing to build that tempo up even more. Beastmaster thrown in.
Beastmaster does not beat Centaur in lane, I don't think, but it is a really good counter pick to the Void.
Yeah, if they can get that lane matchup, no, for sure. The Void does have to be heavily babysat. Otherwise, the Beastmaster is going to be able to force him out and make his first few levels pretty miserable.
And I doubt that Aster is going to be going aggro, Void lane into a Drow Ranger to give Centaur a 1v1 matchup against Beast.
Yeah,
so that's
both side lanes. Yeah. They're going to have to sort of just accept that the Void's going to have a rough matchup.
It does mean 4 puck, though.
Yeah, it is. It feels like it is the Hanskin puck. I think it.
Well, you don't think
we'll
Limp used to be? He was the puck
He
extraordinaire.
He is the puck king.
I think it's more likely to be a mid puck, but
you never know.
I mean, they have it. It's just weird if Alliance have second pick that they're going to use their absolute last pick of the draft to pick their 4.
I'd agree, and it's
done,
not really like that amazing Drow pairing, really, is it right? It's the only other range tier at the moment. Like, are you really choosing your other big core to be a puck with the Drow aura? Like, sure, your range is going to help you in lane, but
it's not the end all be all. Then you're really on a timer, right? Like if it is these 3, you are on a super timer.
I'd like to see him do this well, bullish say. Put the puck in support, smack him hard with a last pick Huskar. Just drop it in, go for the Huskar Drow.
Pixel with the big brain.
Run him over.
I like it. Wait. Okay, you can go again.
Wait.
Sorry. No, I was thinking, how is
Red
Huskar,
Light Harris over here.
How is Huskar versus Void now, like in the overall game? Like with
in terms of timings, I think it's good, right? As long as it depends. Do Alliance have last pick, right?
So I'll concede to the Void expert here. I don't know.
If you have that combo with the Void, sure, I don't think you care about the Huskar too much. If you have like that AA or something to make sure you're going to be able to nuke the Huskar, just chrono him when he's low. They're going to sniper themselves, Aster, this time.
I like it. Damaging the chrono as well.
Yeah, I think I was thinking about Sniper or Zeus as well as just one of those heroes. Yeah, I think you just want like one of those heroes that sit behind towers and can spam out creep waves and can throw damage into Chronosphere. It does mean Aster's lineup is like, oh boy, it's pretty slow.
Yeah, and
Void Sniper is.
Yeah.
And you talked about last picking of 4. They're about a last pick of 5.
I mean, that's whatever because they
don't
have first picks. So like the 4-5, there's very little difference. The 4-5, it's actually better to pick up your core oftentimes 4.
So it doesn't get banned.
Because it's like more oftentimes you have a very specific core in mind while you have flexibility in your supports.
I mean, so it sounds like we're not liking this Alliance draft too much. They do have a lot of tempo, right? If you do get ahead in this laning phase, even with just these heroes.
Yeah.
You're going to be moving quick.
I definitely like the Alliance draft more if they do pick a mid last.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Because we got a banned pick for Aster, and then Alliance, that last pick, and this is tournament life right now.
Trent's saying Coddle real hard, but if nobody's picking Coddle, they're not going to pick it into the Drow Ranger lineup, surely. That would be the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life if they're just like, wait a minute.
We forgot about this.
So what do you say? Aster's, it's their 5, right? Get someone else to throw damage in the chrono. I like the Jakira. Whatever happened to that hero? Is that just considered bad? I mean,
we see it a little bit.
Jakira's super strong with the chrono.
SCA plays.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
This is what I'm talking about.
A game-winning last pick.
Now, for the bonus points, as I say, put the puck in support.
What are we taking?
I think you can still Huskar mid this.
Do it.
Drow Huskar. Why not?
Let's see.
What about Storm?
What else? Oh, lockdown. How we're looking? I mean,
you got 2 heroes that you want to be able to jump on and burst,
know.
And Void and Sniper.
True, but then you do have this Bobica Rasta sitting behind you with a blink possibly, and
I mean you're never gonna have a Storm game with no disables.
Yeah, are you sure about that? I've seen some.
What about some Arc Warden or something?
Kunkka.
All right, Kunkka.
Kunkka's still there. Okay.
Let's see really quick who's going to pick who before, and it will be the Limp, so it is going to be the 4 puck, it looks like.
Yeah.
Unless it is a 4 beast. Who knows?
No, that'd be wild.
Too wild?
Too wild. Beastmaster needs levels, man.
He does. And it
All right,
will
Mikasa apparently thought this was funny.
Yeah. Drow puck opening. No, I mean, we see the drafts. It sounds like you guys are heading a little towards the Aster side of things here.
As I said before this, I thought Alliance was the better team, but this draft, I like that they did throw the curveball. They put the handscan puck and get something else for limp, but I would have preferred if it was a ranged hero. I think Kunkka will have some troubles this game because playing a melee hero against this sort of Void, Jakiro, Sniper, Centaur, I don't think it matters how beefy you are, you're not going to have a good time. And Void plus Jakiro is one of, I think, the best sort of combos to play in terms of guaranteed easy damage output in the Chronosphere. And it is a Void draft, so I think Aster's going to be feeling very confident with this. It is a Drow strat. Alliance is going to have that chance at the beginning, but like Game 2, if they don't get that push done, if it's not GG by 30 minutes, looking at these heroes should be an easy win for Aster.
You know, that's a lot of great reasons there, Owen, but it's Alliance.
Okay.
Because they're a better team.
Okay, so you think Alliance just straight up is a better team and they're going to take this game?
They're just better at the game. That's it.
Okay.
No other reasons.
That makes sense, Cap.
Yeah.
So we're going to calm down. It is a game 3. We need to send it over the casters. So let's get a little bit hyped. It's going to be Aster. It's going to be Alliance. It's going to be Trent. It's going to be Lyrical. Game 3. Buckle up, buckos.
That's right, Grant. Everybody at home, you got a whole seat. You're only going to need the edge because holy moly, me oh my, Trent, my guy.
Jeez. See, now, that's the kind of thing I expect when you have 70 minutes come up with something.
Right.
Not, well, they're the better team.
Right,
wow.
Exactly.
Sick.
Now, I will say,
well prepped.
You can't talk too much shit because you're like, they don't have headphones on. You're literally yelling at the panel. They're trying to do their job.
Yeah, I am yelling at the panel. I'm trying to help.
A heckler. We got a heckler in the house.
That's true. Heckling the panel. We do have pauses that are over. Heroes are moving. Life is good. They're ready to get right into this one for you guys. As, I don't know, the final picture, man, that Winter Wyvern, that would have been dangerous, I think. That was a nice snipe of a ban there. Because they went for the sniper first on the side of Aster and then their 5. I think Jakiro is still an absolutely fine hero, as OD pointed out, for plenty of reasons. Syncs up well with the Faceless Void. And is good enough to help secure that laning phase for the hero, too.
Can I postulate something at you real quick?
Postulate me, baby. Like a necrophos.
So this is my thought. We've got Mikasa smiling to himself at the end of that draft. Yeah. I think what he was happy about was that the question in his mind was, are they going to go 4 puck or is it going to be a mid puck? Like everybody else kind of had that question. And he was smiling because he's like, there's no way that even putting this puck in position 4, they're going to be able to out-greet us with Void Sniper. I feel like if this game goes late enough, Aster just win. Do you think so as well?
More than likely, yeah, unless someone's like crazy farmed or something. But yeah, I would agree. I think like the Drow, Kunkka, Beastmaster, Tricor won't be quite enough.
We're going to see SCCC try and pick up a rune there. Is able to get the quicker fingers off. Is already XXS taking a bit of a beating. Strength heroes don't like Undying.
Yeah, -12. He's going to use that value salve before the strength comes back. So going to get all that HP back. So at least there's that for you.
And all the bounty runes as well. We've got ourselves 3 for Alliance versus the 1 of Aster.
Yeah, no one to snipe these early couriers this time. We will have Bobka down in the bottom lane right away. You heard the panel kind of discussing like maybe they want to pressure the puck early because puck's like kind of weak at the earliest levels. It's kind of like a Darkseer situation where like they don't have like a lot of survivability or anything. But Hanskin's just trying to help secure the range creeps early on with the level 1 in the orb, but it's only 70 damage, so it's not that great. And yeah, XXS, even with the shaman in his lane, just says, yeah, I'm out. Yeah. Just going to go grab some creeps, and Fata's only got 1 more decay left in him.
Should also be noted that this is a Fata game not playing Ogre.
Amazing.
Let's see what he can do. Does he have the tools with which to play Undying?
I like both Undying and Ogre with Drow lineups for different reasons. I think Undying helps secure the towers earlier with the Tombstone drops, which can be very nice, and the element of sustain through Soul Rip is always good too. But Ogre, of course, with the Bloodlust, you know, you always want more attack speed on Drow because of the proc value when you're jungling.
Definitely.
Just trying to get more hits in for more chance to insta-give creeps, but there's maybe a little bit of, like, you know, you already have a lot of attack speed being built up on a Drow lineup anyway, so Bloodlust perhaps could lose some value, whereas Undying, you know, Tombstone, good spell.
Yeah. See Chuan there, just kind of playing with Limp a little bit, although Limp has been able to go 10-3 so far. Kunkka, a hero he is very familiar with. I feel like there were so many NA pubs where you just saw him spamming that hero during the time frame when it was all over the place.
Now that and his Puck, yeah. And his Lina and his every mid, because the guy's like an insane grinder. He just plays a crazy amount of pubs.
On the other side, there was kind of a question in my mind if they were going to just give SCCC the sniper.
Ooh, they shackled Fada as well down here, but no, XSS actually gets driven off by Nico Baby. Sorry, continue.
Well, yeah, I mean, there wasn't really going to say anything of value because it didn't happen, but it was one of his favorite heroes back in the day, and I guess I'm kind of curious if it's going to be a similar situation what we had before where, you know, who's going to make the space in this game versus who's going to be like the hard farmer. Is anybody really going to make space for Aster? Those cores don't really move around that much, I don't feel like, normally.
I'm curious to see how active the sniper is, really.
Yeah.
Like, will we see a little bit more involvement compared to the game that Limp had? Maybe they'll kind of take note of that and be like, yo, where was Sniper that whole game?
Right.
Because it felt like they didn't need him. I know that we kind of threw a lot of shade on him, like both the panel and us. They're just like, well, where was Limp? But like, they were fighting so far aggressive and deep with like that really early boots of travel on the left track that it was kind of hard for him to get involved. But it's likely going to be a lot easier this game. Like, we should be expecting way more involvement out of the Sniper because there's going to be planned attacks with the Chronosphere. And then there's also the Stampede, which lets him get way more into the fight and maneuver much easier.
The other thing that we got to keep our eyes on here is, are they even going to be able to get to the stage where they can make moves? Already the lane's heavily into the favor of Alliance, it feels like. I guess it's not a huge amount of denies, but at least for that Kunkka having a much better time of it. We'll see if they can continue, as no kills in the early goings here.
Yeah, no one's getting like totally shut down. It's all just relatively even across the board. We got like the offlaners are well matched, carries are matched, mid. I mean, the biggest difference like 4 CS. So
yeah,
everyone just kind of chilling as we head towards those bounties. Just a minute away now. You would think that Hanskin's pretty well set to get both. He's actually body blocking up top there. So even though they have the Hawk covering it, he still uses the body of the Puck just so they don't know like what his plan is, I guess.
Yeah.
Either that or the Hawk met him. No, the Hawk was definitely in there, so. Just double checking that there won't be a pull there for the Jakiro, and Puck should be able to get both runes top, you would think, with Orb.
Yeah, it would make sense. Doesn't have any points in that waiting rift, obviously, in the support position. Just getting that other in phase shift to dodge away from any extra damage coming out there.
And like Fade can't go over there, right?
Yeah.
Even with the boots.
Of course not.
Or actually he doesn't even have the boots, so not gonna be a fun time for him. So Hanskin's gonna start that positioning, start getting some right clicks onto Fade now, who has to use the tower armor to trade favorably. And SCCC is gonna make the move too. They've pushed out the wave, so this is how they're gonna try and at least secure their own bounty. And Hanskin can't get there. He has to walk and then orb, so good move by SCCC. Only gonna miss out on a couple of creeps here.
Uh-oh. Nico Baby, need to be careful. Shackles, but the Gust. That could have been a kill, actually. I think that would have been dead.
I mean, we're still waiting on first blood.
Yeah.
5 minutes in.
What's it doing? Hanskin taking a bit of punishment there from all those right clicks. I'm going to try and trade some more hits with SCCC. Throws out the orb, but does not decide to jaunt, obviously. Nico Baby pulled the...
Sorry,
I didn't say
sorry,
anything.
Who?
It's
Nico
late
Bobby.
Here. Get out of here, Trent.
I love Nico Bobby. He's my favorite player. He's so good. It's like the off-brand version.
God damn it. It's so late. I got to stand up. That's the problem. I was standing up before.
There you go.
Nico Baby with enunciation. Let's see. We've got Sniper continuing to just get his, he can, maybe going to try and stack up some of those side camps at the same time.
Bobica with his like 17th arcane rune in the past 2 games.
I feel like this is sometimes the way that these games go, where you have like a very intense series that switches back one and the other, and then there's just nothing going on in the last game.
The
like
absolute
20 minutes.
Game 3 classic is that the team that won the slog of a Game 2 stomps Game 3. It starts out slow, and then suddenly they just explode, destroy the whole game, and the team that lost game 2 just loses. We're not really on pace for that this time, though. It looks more like both teams are pretty exhausted, and we're just going to grind our way through a third match. And attempted boat play there in the mid forces a TP that gets canceled there, I believe, by Bobica. And we remain killless and deathless here.
If they could kill Bobica now after using that TP, that would be huge, but he is wisely going to back out.
Huge!
So big. The largest.
Oh, jeez. Ooh, double stack there from Limp. Very nice. The Torrent. He's not working on the Ancients.
No.
Just the smaller camps. A little bit more relaxed here on the Kunkka.
That's right. Take it easy. Take your time.
Oh, yeah. Mud Golems. Oh, yeah. Clean them all up there. That's a feel good.
When you're 7 minutes in the game and all you're watching for the highlights is the stacking.
That's how you know it's a good one. A real barn burner of a game.
That's right.
The creeps are going down. They're just walking into towers. Oh, wow. A shrine? God, this action is just a little out of control here. I don't know if I can handle it. Don't give up, Fada. It's his favorite chat line to spam.
It is. It's a good one.
I guess we're just waiting until Tomes and 10-minute. All right, who's dying at the 10-minute bounty? Let's get the old death pool going here.
Okay.
I am gonna pick
everybody
Fada.
in chat. Everybody in chat, put numbers 1 through 0.
What?
With 0 being 10.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, you're a smart boy.
Exactly.
Is Fada 1?
Fada,
and we go from left to right?
Exactly.
All right, I got you. All right.
Exactly.
And then, so that means that our boy Schwann's going to be the 0.
The 0 on the sniper. So spam it out, everybody in
chat. Production's going to keep track, and you will receive a Whisper prize.
That's right.
Oh, God, it's Fade.
Oh, God, who put
quick.
number 8?
Get the 8s in. 8s real quick. Fade goes down. We should have known it was the Jakiro. What were we thinking?
It's true.
This guy just walking around there, slowly waddling.
I mean, I thought it would have been Fada. I don't know.
He's undying. He misread the name.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, they do have a smoke coming up top here, so they're looking to put the pressure back.
Oh, no, he was just a boy.
He was trying to bait.
He's dead. And now SCCC forced to use the turnaround as they have Bobica in the area trying to take down 3-3. Can they find a bash? They don't even need it. Chuan, suddenly a bloodbath as everybody's dying. And guess what? 3-2.
So 2-for-2 trade, but both of the cores are here for Aster. That's pretty nice. That's a level 8.5 sniper now. Mind you, there's a level 9 Kunkka because Limp's been getting way more stacks. So still just fine and dandy for him. Torn hit!
Oh, they got him! SCCC.
Now, will
Dude,
it matter?
It's such a long cooldown.
No, I mean, he's got a lumberjack his way in here, though.
He's going to need to chrono to get out, clearly.
The Battle of the Quelling Blades.
They're hitting him.
An epic fight.
Look out for the boat. Did they get vision? He's walking in. Oh, Limp, he's got him. Dude, it's such a long cooldown. Oh, no. And they take him down.
Yeah, I had the silence, too, just in case. So, all right. Again, it all pays off here for the side of Alliance.
Well, you said that it was going to be Aster that was going to win, but already Alliance feeling pretty nice right now. Everything looking good.
I actually didn't even think about which draft I favorite. I think we talked about how like Aster's going late. Very good looking draft. I did like the puck. I thought that was pretty cool. Like taking the first phase, even though it's like obviously going to be a support here. They then banned out the Rubik themselves in the second phase, which I think really sold the fact this is going to be a support, because like if Alliance are banning Rubik, they must have their 4, right?
That's true.
Versus the heroes that they had already revealed at that point too. So.
Yeah, I meant more in terms of your like idea of breaking down the psychology of winning.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was just kind of transitioning to something else because now I'm not really sure like based on these heroes who I really think is going to take this game. Fada is just free down bottom. And what was shown, like they took this puck really early. So like you already had this very good support at getting to the backlines, and Sniper's probably one of the best cores that you can bully as a support puck, right? Like you get these higher levels in the phase shift and the orb, so someone that you can get on top of and guarantee that coil. It's gonna force a much earlier BKB than Limp had to go for.
Very frustrating to play against for sure. And you can see that up top already pressuring with the Helm of the Dominator on Beastmaster. I feel like oftentimes we've been seeing the Vlads early on, but this Frost Armor creep is pretty cool.
Yeah, versus the sniper, like just trying to like poke away at you and everything.
Yeah.
Always nice having those rotations. It's something that's active and can help you if you get chronoed. And while he's pressuring there and forcing 2 heroes top, they have several in the mid lane shoving the wave, and now they're going to go into the jungle. Drow is coming here too. Fada has 3 points in the Soul Rip, so only 1 in the Tombstone. He's going to get on the high ground.
Nice, drops it up there, able to get all the vision in the world. Coil down onto 2 with the boat follow-up. Connection is Radiant show up with 5 heroes in the dire jungle. Can they stampede away? Yes. And Hex follow-up, Shackles. This guy's hard to kill, but the Chrono connects on a 4. They don't have nearly enough damage at this point in the game, though. The Hook Stomp connects there on a 2 as they roar up the Sniper. 3-3 want to try and run him down. Still nobody from Alliance has died. Nico Baby there to clean up another round of it. Alliance is living, Aster is dying, and they're going to take this tower in a sec.
That is the early aggression that you need when you have the Kunkka. This is kind of like what went wrong with our other Kunkka game the last time that we were casting one, where it was just like he tried to make these big plays, but the rest of the team wasn't on the same page. And this time they're able to, they pincered in perfectly there. Really well set up there from Alliance, like reading the map and shoving in like numerous waves at a time. But like Aster kind of knew what was happening. They had that ward up top by the Radiant Tier 1 in the off lane that saw that Drow was moving in there.
They're just running at him, and they do get the ward taken out, but still a tough pill to swallow, as it's a 4,000 gold lead at 12 minutes.
And now this puck is TPing back to base, bottling up, and has the coil back in a moment. So just wants to go right back out there and create some more good fights for them, make some space for this Beastmaster to push.
And you can see SCCC is going for this Midas. They're not going to be able to fight. Limp has gone for this very early Halberd instead of trying to go for the later Radiant. So they're really trying to hit this strong timing when Aster just won't have anything to do.
And the survivability stacking up now as you have the ice armor from the creep, you have that evasion eventually from the halberd, already into the Sange too. So they've now taken the tier 1 in the mid with the help of those creeps, I believe, too. And then the Beastmaster. If you are Alliance now, you start thinking about Roche for sure, right? You have a Beastmaster on your team, so that is in the earlier futures.
They don't have like the items that normally you associate with it, though, like a Vlad's or something to help take it.
I think just with the aura and like with Kunkka and Undying, like it's completely doable. Not necessarily this early, but like you want to be thinking towards like itemizing towards it and then like controlling the whole jungle space, which they are doing with the Hawk too.
Nifty little ward drop down here. Oh god, they just take it out. All right, they knew. That must have been scouted by the Hawk.
Yeah, the Hawk saw him place it.
Nice.
That's one of those wards that you only place down because you can't control your own jungle.
Yeah.
That's a ward that says like, okay, we want to like kind of know when they're doing Roche, and I really don't want this to get dewarded, even though it doesn't have like a really high value of vision. So getting that dewarded just feels awful.
You know, in a way, I feel like since this Void is going for Midas, and at this point in time in the game, Sniper really doesn't have much, they're really going to need levels on Fade, and it looks like he's just going to die again. This Jakiro oftentimes can be that hero that holds on to towers, but you can see right here, it's just another round of pressure. And Alliance, at 15 minutes, they're getting close to taking down the first tier 2 tower of the game and going for more.
Yeah, Jakiro just feels terrible from behind. And this is, again, where they have that ban on the Wyvern, too.
Moving in, looking at the bounty rune, any little gold they can find. A nice chrono again, but they don't have the follow-up damage there. Can they kill him off in time? The Tombstone is already down. Looks like they are going to be able to finish that one off, but SCCC stuck around a bit too long. He's going to get roared, killed off, and Chuan just has to run, trying to make his escape as the Torrent not going to connect there as another X comes out from Limp, trying to pull him back in closer. Everybody's grouped together around this poor old Sniper. He's just going to get eaten up, gobbled down. 3-3, can he find the finish? Not quite there in time, and Limp, he's able to get it. The Torrent connects there onto both of them. Still, they've only lost the puck. Everybody is so
look at Nico
low
Baby.
HP, but it's not there. And the buyback comes. Nico Baby, he's just out of here. Even that bounty rune on my way out. A buyback for nothing. And Alliance looking dominant.
All right, Cap had the correct analysis. Alliance are just better. I mean, these guys are, doesn't really matter what the heroes are. Like, these could be so many different heroes, but the way that they're like pincering into the jungle for that first fight at the tier 1 and the tier 2 in the top lane, and then now this one too, where Aster are just making plays that are extremely low percentage. Like, creating this fight in the bottom lane when your Jakiro's dead. Like, when you're behind like this, you need everyone. right?
Yeah.
You have to hope that you can outnumber them, and you have to have a better use of your spells. But coming to a fight with less people is just almost a guaranteed way to fail. Like right next to a Radiant Shrine, too.
Ooh. Nico, baby, level 2 on marksmanship, and it looks like they are going to go for that Roche early on. If they can make this happen, this is going to clear out all the rest of the tier 2s and possibly set the stage for a decent high ground push. And it looks like it is easy as pie.
Hanskin looking to get that catch. He saw a fade with the Hawk, and they're going to go for another... Oh, actually, he's just cutting the tree again. He's just prepping for another ward up there eventually.
Yeah. They got vision.
Oh, pinged by Fada. He knows.
Got it. Taken out. If he wants to, he can drop one of his own, but it looks like he's going to go for the other spot. Maybe up on the high ground. Man, and if they can, like, find the sniper at the start of a fight, like, they've got Pipe now on Beastmaster on top of that helm. Oh, and another one caught. Fade in trouble. Nobody is nearby to help out the Jakiro. Another tier 2 tower is going to be assaulted by Alliance.
Aster are just picking up scraps on the other side of the map. That's all they can do right now. They can't contest the force of Alliance. Alliance, well, we talk about how usually it's a stomp and the team that won does it. It's the team that lost that are currently throwing the stomp down.
Okay, jump in. Blink Dagger from Hanskin. Make sure that Lip is able to get out of there. The wards are just going to clean up now as they try and slow down this pressure. Looks like they're going to have to wait for the next creep wave, which they can pipe if they want.
I think this is you macro pyre this.
I mean,
macro pyre that.
Okay, stomp, coil, connect there onto 2, try and run away. Don't want to break the coil, but Nico baby chasing. They're going to kill off the 2 supports.
Cast
they
your
didn't
spells.
Stand a chance.
Ugh, like come on, the Buck's going to jump you, dude. Don't try and hold it. Just let it go.
Going to happen. The tier 3 tower down. We had about a 70-minute game previously, 18 minutes, and this one is looking damn near over as Alliance are just stomping on the face of Aster.
They got a perfect read on the capabilities of this Aster lineup.
Yeah. X, Torrent, Chuan, no chance. The roar comes out onto that Centaur, tries to chase him down. Nico baby is just blinking aggressively in. They try and take him down. They don't want to use the Chrono. That Sage is already used already. But the Chronosphere, they want to take him down afterwards. Macro Pyre on top of him. Can they kill off Nico baby? He just walks away. Chrono for what?
Great game 3 for what? All that effort in game 2, guys. But they haven't quite lost it, only losing their mid lane and being down 12K at 19 minutes isn't great. But I've seen worse at 19 minutes, that's for sure. Of course, I haven't seen many comebacks at this point, but it does happen if one were to dive too deep, but it's not like this lineup is out of gas completely or anything.
God. Did you see that? He like had to pick up 3 different items while he was being X back in.
Jeez, that was a lot of work. It's hard being a courier, you know?
Yeah. Aster on the brink of elimination, and Alliance, the team that want to send him there.
The hometown heroes.
People didn't believe in this roster going into this season, myself included, but they are showing up on the big stage.
Are they smoking at Void? Damn. This is some serious hate. They have the wards on him. Oh. You know he's going for those bounties, and Nico baby's waiting.
Okay, he sees the bounties gone. He's like, please, just leave me alone. I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh my god, the torrent!
Oh, they got him. The silence, the X, the boat. It's all coming down in SCCC. Can't believe it. It was supposed to be his comeback tour.
Oh, wow. That's a... Damn, you're eliminating this guy and you guys are tipping him?
Oh.
Dude, it's 20. It's 420. You guys are tipping him on 420?
Oh.
All right. Now I hope they lose. Come on. That's going to be some anime power stuff right there, man. You're eliminating them from the tournament.
Why you gotta be so mean?
I mean, I always love the villains. All right, T-Swift, relax.
Can't we just... Oh, is that a song? That's a song. My bad.
No, you're good. I know gods appreciate it.
For sure. They're going to take down these shrines here. 21 minutes, 14,000 net worth lead. And Alliance tipping the team while they knock him out of the tournament.
It was like a 5-on-1. Like Is that really a tippable engagement?
They left the push alone and decided to smoke to kill him on the other side of the map.
They tipped him so hard.
Like, this man didn't get to play all last year.
Trying to break him completely.
This is his first tournament in how long?
Yo, he's going to minus that catapult, though. Yo, that stop
the
on
comeback
the push.
starts now. Let's see if they can do it. Aster.
All right, so we need to concoct another moment like that that Leshrac getting picked off his brand new BKB at a shrine into a hex, instant death. We just need one more of those, and that's what we can do. I'm being heckled. All right, I see how it is. What do they need? They need a Chronosphere into a Macro Pyre, level 2. So, Jakiro, get the Tome, get the talent. Let's go. All right, the talent's 15. All right, get the Tome.
Tough. Get the
Hurry
tome.
up.
We're halfway there.
All right, we'll take it level 1. We'll have to settle for level 1 Macro Pyre. They need no Aegis. That would be great.
Yep.
So if they just want to not get that, that would really help out Aster. They need Mjolnir on SCCC. This is quite the concoction here. I don't know.
I mean, they're getting those items, right? Like, you've got the Midas, you've got Mjolnir, or Maelstrom.
You've got the Midas. The big team fight item.
You gotta take what you can get at this point in the game, right? Oh my god, they just got an AC on Kunkka. Oh, hey, all right. Gets out. Centaur not gonna get killed.
Yeah, he was way out there.
I mean, you gotta move out across the map to get some farm.
And they're just dropping the Hawk in there now. 2 minutes until it may spawn. This game's moving so fast you can't even tell.
They don't even have GPM heroes. Like, they gotta wait for a while.
Well, hold on now. Jakiro has a 20 GPM talent.
That's true.
What are you talking about?
How dare I?
Yeah, I think Alliance are just letting them stew on this 420 for a bit.
Yeah?
They're like, see, we can meme too.
Take that. Got some plinkety-plink action coming from the sniper as the illusions will head up towards the high grounds.
Maybe next patch will be yours again, Sniper.
Uh-oh. Shade chased. Gotta be careful. The silence.
You know, it is almost Christmas. He could ho-ho.
Possibly a chance. The jump forward from Nico Baby, though. They kill off the Jakiro. Buyback comes immediately. Looks like Alliance are going to back out as the glyph has already been used. And they will take down that tombstone as well. And the stun, the X, they pull him back in closer. Nico Baby pops the BKB.
That was a fast life.
Not an answer. Bulbica also just going to get destroyed. Does manage to live there at the end. Is SCCC looking for a jump possibly? Mr. Limp is already fine for the moment. The disarm comes out. A good sheep reaction. And now the Chrono, but the wards are inside the corner. Not going to do anything. They've killed off one. The Puck, he's going to jump back in as soon as he can, but it's going to be the roar onto Sniper. SCCC left with nowhere to go. Juan buys back. It's going to be another kill. A double for Nico Baby. As 24 minutes in, 19,000 net worth lead. Are they going to lose one? It doesn't quite look like it. Nico Baby stomped, but not killed. He finally goes down. And maybe, just maybe, they've dove a bit too deep. XSS, never mind. They don't really care about these heroes. Possibly Sniper, he's just ho-hoing away.
Godlike.
Can he do it? Godlike Limp, this would be a hell of a lot of gold for that Sniper as they take down Handskin, but Limp might be too big, too bad. They chase the Limp stuff. He wants a little bit more. Come at him. Juwan, he just wants to find something.
That's not your base.
What are you buying? Get an item. He's trying to buy a TP scroll. It ain't gonna happen, my dude. As you give him 900 gold.
The Rex are alive. I repeat, the complexity line has been crossed.
Alliance, what are you doing?
I'm sure it's fine.
They're good.
Let's be real.
They're fine.
I mean, sick tips, though. All right, that was a full 5-man buyback from the side of Aster.
Got the crash and burn from Bulbica.
Very accurate.
They know what's happening. I mean, again, this is what the lineup from Aster hypothetically was meant to do, is like hold out to late game.
Buy back 5 heroes?
Hold out to late game.
Well, it's only 26 minutes.
Yeah.
Feels later than that. Roche is back. Nico Baby is saying, all right, guys, enough of the funny business. Let's win ourselves some Dota.
Let's see if they can do it. Jakiro's been able to save and pinch himself away pennies long enough to get a 4th staff.
And level 12.
All right.
There you go.
And you do have these BKBs, which are meant to kind of close out the game for the Drow. I would imagine that we're probably going to see Limp go for one afterwards now. But
does he need one?
Hypothetically, if you could bait out those BKBs, then you could maybe get to a point where like a Chronosphere and then a Macro Pyre could do some funny business.
I feel like Limp just buys Blink. Let's go. YOLO. Get on that sniper.
On the side of Aster, they're trying to finish off their own BKBs. Chuan is a little bit more than halfway there, and then you've got the
team? All right, guys, come on.
What did they do?
The cheese is just sitting there.
They don't need it.
All right, Courier's going to get it, right?
Nah.
Oh, Spider? What's this Courier called?
The X?
Itsy, of course. The itsy bitsy spider.
I like it. All right, let's see what they can do here.
I can't believe they left the cheese. It's still there. When you're so far ahead, you don't even need cheese.
It's true. Go baby hitting melee barracks. The shrapnel just trying to deal with the creeps, but they can't deal with the Drow Ranger. As they're just going to let this Rax go. They know they can't do anything.
I mean, I also prefer a fine aged cheddar, so
yeah.
I can understand. Oh, he got the deny. Shout out. Yeah, there we go, sniper. Woo!
Hey.
Yeah, that's worthy of applause, I think.
What if he got to keep that gold? It says that, you know.
It does say he gets it, so I think he could probably argue for a remake
exactly.
because he didn't get the gold.
I like that.
We don't have a way to reload the game, so I think we just got to start over.
Well, Hawk spotting out XXS. He's trying to hide, but there is nowhere left to hide as the Torrent's going to connect, but the Ice Path interrupting, and Nico Baby just jumps forward. Bobica, they're chasing. That's BKB used. Maybe a chance, maybe a hope. Possibly Alliance could go too far as Hanskin is back behind enemy lines looking for a jump if they can find it. There's going to be the coil already out onto two, but the BKB coming from Chuan. That's going to keep them surviving through this, but the racks are falling. Megas at under 30 minutes doesn't sound good to me, but the Chrono connects on the 3. The follow-up Macro Pyre is there. It's doing a decent bit of damage. Not sure if it's quite going to be enough, though, as they buy back on the Kunkka.
He's going for that Rax.
I mean, they're holding on.
He's like, my draft still has Aegis. I'm ending this game now.
Hoof stomp. They take down Fada here, it looks like, as he is going to die. About to jump in, and Nico Baby's behind enemy lines. The roar comes out.
That was nice.
Is it going to be enough damage? It looks like Nico Baby Aegis down, but he's coming back again in a second. XXS could go for a stomp. There is no Chronosphere. There is no sniper. GG. Aster's out, and Alliance moving on.
Good positioning from Nico Baby. Just waits for the blink, goes in, cleans up the game there on the sniper. And Alliance, in a real stomper of a match, take game 3. Good luck further, says Aster.
Yeah.
You know, showing some respect to their opponents. No, I'm always down for the tips. I'm not actually flaming Alliance.
No, it's
keep it up. I love the spirit that we have in Dota 2. I'm very happy to see that.
You want to have like the teams have some personality,
yeah,
right? And that's the way to express your personality in the games, outside of just play style.
Not every team needs a neck tattoo. To show personality. That's what the tips are for. But Alliance have both, and that's why they're moving forward.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's head back to the panel, hear their thoughts as we close out day number something of the MDL Major.
X.
Yo, what's up? It's the end of today. And what a game it was. It was a 2-1. Alliance takes down Aster. But Cap, you had something you wanted to say.
You know, I received a little bit of heckling after that game, saying that, you know, 7 minutes of waiting, I could have come up with better analysis. So I'm going to have to elaborate a little bit more. Now, did Trent say that Aster was going to win, Grant?
I believe he did, yes.
Now, did Owen say that Aster was going to win, Grant?
I stopped listening to him long ago, so I'm not sure.
All right, well, did Aster win?
They did not.
All right, now let me go to section 2 of this questioning.
Okay.
Did I not say that Alliance was going to win this game 3 because they were the better team?
You did say that, yes.
Now, did they or did they not win this game 3, a best-of-3 series in elimination against Aster, thereby demonstrating that they were the better team?
Yes, yes.
Well, then I rest my case. I rest my case.
Yeah, no, I mean, and talking about it, that game 3 was a stomp. They got moving, right? They only had the one hero that could benefit from that Drower, but then you got the Beastmaster Ori, you got everything else, and they just ran him over. Like, I don't know, where'd that game truly go wrong? Just laning phase couldn't do anything?
I mean, for sure. I mean, right, you got this Drow strat. The laning phase is always going to be hard for Aster. I think where Aster really struggled was they weren't really able to get much done with the chrono. Like, and it just sort of came too late. You saw a few of the chronos from SCCC. They just came at really awkward times. They were turning up to fights, and he was chronoing a team that was covered in the Kunkul's Rum. And you never want to do that in the early game because you're just not going to get the kills in the chronos phase. It's like you might as well not use the chrono at all because you're just not going to kill him. You're not going to kill him. Early game, you've got no items, you've got no damage. Chronoing someone that's covered in rum, it's going to look a bit funny, and it did. But obviously not funny for Aster, but funny for the viewers at home, and funny, of course, for Alliance. They were laughing their whole way to victory there, I'm sure. With
they were. So
the combination of bad laning phase and a slower lineup just means that you're just never going to have enough damage, right? Like, they have a slower lineup with Void Sniper. You're going to be slow on damage, and then you're also going to lose your lanes, right? Because you got your Void counterpicked by Beastmaster. I think they came up with a pretty clever way to be able to deal with the Centaur lane and just, like, attacking him as soon as he showed up to lane, so he wasn't able to do as much creepscaping. So that was already bad. And then you add in, as Owen said, the Coco's Rum just makes that, everybody's even tankier.
Yeah, so we'll say we didn't really like the opening, right? They opened at Drow and Puck, and it ended up working. Did this 4 Puck convince you guys? Do you like it, or is it just kind of a one trick? Like, we shouldn't see it again.
I mean, it depends, right? Because I think that game, I can't remember what Aster did end up banning, but I did think they did realize, I think, that it was going to be support. So it depends how.
Yeah, they knew.
Yeah, they knew themselves, so it didn't really sort of trip them up in sort of that sense. Obviously, it was still very, very strong. I think we saw just how good it is to have that extra silencer as well against the Void. Like, you saw so many times that they couldn't really get out. And even though the sniper was, picked a lot later, we saw as well how much the Puck sort of messed with him when it got on top of him. Sure, you were seeing points where the sniper was able to kill the Puck because it's a Puck. It's pretty squishy as long as he's got the range. But just because the Puck can get on top of him, there were a lot of situations in the fights where the sniper was having to sort of just worry about getting away rather than being able to stand his ground because a Puck was on top of him, bursting down half his HP at the beginning of every fight.
Yeah, I think to add to that, if you think about the opener where you have this Void, it's the Drow Ranger really helps enable the Puck quite a lot with the aura, and then you add in the Beastmaster pick. I think that's really important as well because that solidifies you then have another core that is the counter pick to Void, and it's also like a lane-winning hero that also takes advantage of the Drow Ranger aura with the boars, right? So you just know that Puck as a support works really well when he's able to continue to play offensively. If it's an even lane or a lane that you're losing, Puck's going to look really terrible. But against this Void, you're going to have the superior lane matchup. And then you also can't run Void into the Drow Ranger, right? So for sure you're going to get that Puck plus offlaner against the Void. That's a winning matchup. I think it was just a really smart, well-crafted idea from Alliance.
Yeah, and it worked, right? It was game 3. You're nervous. You're one game from going home, and instead you're moving on to the next round.
You know what that means?
What?
Well, Alliance versus Liquid.
Oh, my goodness. And here it is, the schedule for tomorrow. Well, not that, but the bracket, pardon me. That's on me. No, but I mean, we see it, right? Those are, if you don't know what the games are going to be tomorrow, it's going to be the 2 losers bracket then getting played today and the 2 winners bracket. There it is, the Purge morning show first, and then IG versus Fnatic elimination, Fighting Pandas versus Beast Coast, EE versus his old team, his old organization, and then you're going to see TNC versus J-Storm. A lot of people probably thinking that's going to be pretty one-sided, and then Vici versus EG, the blockbuster match at the end. What are you guys looking forward to?
Oh, definitely that last series.
It's got to be the last series, yeah.
You guys got to stay up for that one. I think that is the most exciting match of the day tomorrow.
Yeah, I think easy game for IG, easy game for Beast Coast, easy game for TNC, EG, VG, who knows?
I totally agree. I don't want to be too much
in fact,
of a...
you know what? Don't bother tuning in for the first 3 series. Join for the Purge morning show.
Yo, chill. Molly's been in the chat. He's been listening to everything.
Just don't watch the rest of it. Just come back for VG. No, I'm sure they'll all be amazing matches.
No. And then as we saw, the other match that will be in 3 days because there's a break day on Wednesday if you didn't know. And then on Thursday, as you said, Liquid versus Alliance. And who's the favorite in that? Is it Alliance? Or, I mean, they're both at the same part of the tournament at this point.
I mean, I don't know. Liquids looked all right. I mean, before it all, I think you could easily say, you know, Alliance, the new Alliance is surely better than the old Alliance. But with some of the games that Liquid was able to pull out today, who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that, yeah, the fact that Liquid have been looking better is a bonus for them.
For sure, yeah.
But at the same time, I do feel like
Cap,
Alliance.
Can I interrupt you for a
Of
second?
course.
I believe
You're
we
the
have an
host.
interview with the winners. Wow.
发生了什么呢? So welcome to the interview and congratulations. First question is, the second game was 66 minutes, which is a very long game. So what do you think, what happened during the game as a player?
I mean, like, it's hard to remember, you know, all the moments when it's such a long game, but I think, like, what it comes down to is, like, we felt that our strategy could have been optimized. We could have played better and abused our timing better and stuff like that. Also, there's some drafting stuff, but don't want to even like get into too much of a detail. But yeah, I think we got some good lessons out of that game, and we moved on, and we did better third game. Yeah.
那么他觉得其实那场比赛是关于这个火枪，他们也具体发生了什么也忘记了，因为比较久。但是他们觉得是在BP 的时候，就是感觉整个阵容可能不是特别的好，然后错过了一些他们的这个强势期，然后在后面的比赛当中，他也不想跟我讲太多，不想泄露他们的战术。但是在后面的比赛当中，他们觉得他们学到了很多，会有所进步。所以我们第二个问题一样是针对这个 BP 的问题，想要问他们关于这个火枪这个英雄他们怎么看？因为第三场比赛对面也选出了火枪。So the second question also about Sniper.
Yeah.
The hero, what do you think about the hero? Because you picked that, and in the third game they picked Sniper too.
Yeah, I mean, in this series, it definitely looks bad, right? Because it lost both games. But I think the hero is good for sure. Like, there's some teams that are using it. You will see Vici Gaming, they use it a lot, and they have good success. They rarely lose with the hero. But it's like, it's kind of a special hero. It fits in this sort of category where, like, your team needs to understand the hero and play around it well, the timings, you know, the drafts, everything. So it's like a niche hero in that sort of sense.
所以他认为火枪虽然现在说了两盘比赛看起来可能是一个不太好的英雄，但其实他们认为火枪是一个很好的英雄，而且有些队伍像 VG 他们的火枪阵容就玩得很好。他觉得火枪阵容的重点就在于你的其他队友要围绕这个英雄去打，然后要抓住他的强势期，不然的话可能就会错失很多很多东西，或者输掉比赛。那我们第三个问题就要关于他们接下来要面对的战队是以前的 Alliance 现在的 Liquid， 然后他们之前在采访当中说想要证明谁是那个真正的 Alliance， 所以我们也想问问他的想法。So next round you're gonna play against old Alliance, new Liquid, and during the interview they said they wanna prove who is the better one and who is the big boy. So what do you think about Liquid?
I mean, I think they're good. Like, the matchup is interesting, right? Because right now, I would say us and them are like the strongest European teams, like currently competing with, you know, all the big boys not playing right now. You know, there's also some background there with like them leaving Alliance and whatnot. For us, that doesn't really matter so much. It's more, you know, it's a good rivalry we have going with them, dating back for many years, especially for me and Limp, because we played them a lot in Han as well in the early days of Dota. So it will be fun for sure.
他是说，就是他也觉得这个赛程的安排很有意思。他们接下来要打 Liquid 的了，然后他们觉得 Liquid 也是一支很强的队伍。虽然说有很多更 Big Boy 的队伍，我觉得他可能是在指向 Secret 这样的欧洲队伍，现在没有在 MDL 的 Major 上面，但是他们也希望能够打得好一点。特别是对于他跟 Limp 来说，因为他们之前在 HON 那个游戏里面也做过队友，然后现在在 Dota 2里面，他们很希望能够打出一个更好的成绩。那我们最后祝他们好运吧。Okay, thank you, good luck.
Thank you.
And yeah, nice to hear from him about that. I like this point about Sniper. It lost both games, but, you know, Vici's picking it, and it's working, so must be a good hero. And then you heard his thoughts. Honestly, the people who probably care the least about that drama probably are the new Alliance, right? Because they didn't get out of the team. They don't know what the hell happened. They're just like, why are we getting drug into this? But, you know, it'll definitely be a good one. And now, Cap, I want to hear exactly what you were going to say before I rudely interrupted you. Go on.
I think that Alliance is changing a bit of their... I feel like they have a more open draft and play style than they had when they were going through the qualifiers. And that makes sense for a new team, just kind of figuring themselves out. When you first start running through these qualifiers, you just want to go with what kind of works. And I feel like they have been sort of broadening. And I think that will help a lot against the Liquid lineup that also has a pretty defined play style, but obviously a longer history there means that they have a lot more different drafts and strategies they'll fall back on. So,
I mean, it's the end of the day. I want to hear one thing both of you guys learned today. Only today, not yesterday, just today.
I learned that Bloodseeker can actually win the matchup against Dazzle, and it's probably a matchup that is can go heavily one way or another based off of just little things in that first 3 minutes.
I learned that big boy in Chinese was also big boy.
Yeah, that's true. I appreciate it. Yeah. So I guess that does mean this is the end of day number, what was that, 3, 4?
4.
4. Yeah. The end of day number 4, which means day number 5 is coming up tomorrow. It will be the last day with 4 best of 3s. Then we move into a break day, and then guess what? You're moving into the arena. The crowd will be piling in. Vici Gaming, they have that home field advantage, but will it matter? You guys will have to stick around as day 5 comes up tomorrow. We'll see you soon, my good friends.